Hello and welcome to the Tray Bakes and More cooking channel. I'm Callie and today I'm making no-bake coffee squares. It's another straightforward no-bake tray bake with a simple list of ingredients. So we have some digestive biscuits mixed with condensed milk, coffee and sugar with a thin vanilla buttercream layer topped with a buttery chocolate topping. It's simple, straightforward, like I said. It's also on the softer side, so it's best kept in your fridge just to stop it getting a little bit too messy because there's quite a bit of butter in the topping with the chocolate. It also freezes beautifully. But here we go, no-bake coffee squares. Right, another straightforward no-bake tray bake. No oven to preheat, no nothing to do. We just need to sit and wait for this to firm up and set. All I have done, as usual, is to line my tray bake tin with a little bit of baking parchment. 20 centimeter or 8-inch tin here. And then all the ingredients for the base are right in front of me. I have digestive biscuits, or graham crackers if you're in the US, some ground almonds, some condensed milk, some coffee extract, and some icing sugar. Now, I don't actually have coffee extract here. I have some instant coffee dissolved in water. If you can get hold of camp coffee extract or essence, can't remember which it is. If you can get hold of that, then that's wonderful. I love the smell of that. It's very nostalgic for all those sort of coffee tray bakes that used to get made, but not easy for me to get hold of. So I have dissolved 2 tablespoons of instant coffee in 2 tablespoons of water. Use 1 to 2 tablespoons of coffee depending on how strong you like your coffee taste to be. But all I'm going to do is mix all these together until everything's nicely combined. I put the dry ingredients in first and then the wet ingredients, and then press it into your tray bake tin. Right, so getting in with your hands there at the end actually helps to bring this together quite a lot. It is sticky as well, so hands are actually best for pressing this into your tin, and if your hands are a little bit damp, that helps too. So I'm just going to press this into the tray bake tin. Right, so I have this pressed into my tray bake tin now. Fingers, I use my little spatula a bit here. It just takes a bit of time and effort to push it in because it's quite sticky and quite dense. It is quite a soft tray bake in general, so it's actually best kept in the fridge after it's all finished. So I'm actually going to pop this in the fridge for a little bit just to firm up the base a bit before we put the buttercream layer on. But there's our base done. Okay, next layer is a sort of a buttercream. It is equal parts butter and icing sugar with a little splash of vanilla. I've just creamed that together until it's all nice and light and fluffy. It's not a traditional buttercream because the buttercream that you would put on a cake to decorate a cake is 2 parts icing sugar to 1 part butter. So this is just a little buttery icing sugar layer. I'm just going to spread this over the base and then we'll get on with the chocolate layer. Right, so the final layer for the no-bake coffee squares is a chocolatey buttery layer. So the little bit of butter in this with the chocolate, you can use milk or dark chocolate, whichever you prefer. If you have some camp coffee extract, a teaspoon of so in here is actually nice as well. If you don't have it, don't worry. I've got a little bit of instant coffee in there just for some flavor as well. The good thing about adding a little bit of butter to the chocolatey layer, you don't get the chocolate just as glossy, but it's much easier to cut and it won't crack on you. So I'm just going to melt this over a pan of simmering water. So in my saucepan I have just a little layer of water at the bottom, enough to create a bit of steam and a bit of heat, but and enough so that it doesn't boil dry as well, but not enough that it touches the bowl. So you don't want the water touching your bowl. Put this at the top of rest this over the top of your saucepan and just heat it gently. You don't want a lot of intense heat hitting your chocolate. So melt all this, keep stirring it until it's all nicely combined, and then pour it over the buttercream layer. And then we'll pop that in the fridge and let it set. So here we go. I have melted my butter with my chocolate and a little bit of coffee. And I've spread it over the top of my other 2 layers. And all I'm going to do is put this into the fridge for a couple of hours to set, or even overnight, just until, everything's nice and firm and you can slice it up easily into no-bake coffee squares. So keep an eye out for more recipes. Subscribe to my channel, tell your family and friends, and I'll see you again soon on Tray Bakes and More.